Are you tired of seeing your students' eyes glaze over when you try to teach slang and idioms? Well, get ready to have your mind blown because in this video, we're unleashing 5 insanely effective strategies that will have your students speaking like native slang masters in no time. My name is Scott, and you're watching Immediate Immersion, where we're all about comprehension-based instruction in the modern language classroom. We'll be right back. The first strategy is to incorporate slang and idioms into daily warm-ups. Start each class with a slang of the day or idiom of the day and have students guess the meaning. They can write them down in their composition books and then guess the meaning, and then you can award points or prizes for the kids who get closest to the actual meaning. You can also use slang and idioms in your daily instructions and conversations with students. Work them in naturally into the lessons that you're already teaching. That way students can hear them in context and absorb them naturally. And then you can also create a slang wall where students can add new words and phrases that they learn. So the ones that you add in your class, you can add them to the wall, and then you can have kids, when they experience them, explore them, find them, read them, they can also add to the slang wall that's up on your board, and everybody can learn from them. Another strategy is to use multimedia resources. Kids love multimedia and it engages multi-parts of the brain. So find ways to incorporate the slang and idioms into multimedia. First, show video clips from movies, TV shows, or YouTubes that feature and highlight the slang and idioms. You can have the kids identify what the slang or idiom might be, and again, guess what that meaning might be, and we can discuss that in class. You can also play popular songs that include slang and idiomatic expressions and discuss their meanings. Remember, songs are modern-day poetry, and there's a lot of hidden meaning in the songs, and they incorporate lots of slang and idiomatic expressions that you can discuss in class. And lastly, kids love memes. So why not create some class memes or social media posts that illustrate the meanings of the slang and idioms? It's really fun if you can give them a list of idioms and have the class together or in small groups, create memes, create social media posts, whether analogly, is that even a word, where they can do it on a piece of paper and put an illustration to it, or they can do it digitally and add them to maybe a class Instagram account. Those are great ways to use multimedia to incorporate slang and idioms. A third strategy is to implement interactive games and activities. Kids love competition and they love playing games. So here are a few examples. You can play Slang Pictionary, where students draw the literal meanings of the idioms and students try to guess what they are. You can have them do it in small teams, or you can do it as a whole class. You can also create a slang scavenger hunt where students find examples of slang and idioms in real-life contexts. So you give them a slang word or an idiom expression. They can Google search to find videos or articles or stories where these might be in there, and then have the real-life examples in context. And lastly, have a slang slam competition where students use slang and idioms in creative ways and have battles back and forth on who can do it most creatively. These are really fun activities that kids get really involved in. Next up, encourage student-led learning. Assign students to create their own slang and idiom dictionaries so they can keep them like in a composition book or their notebook, however you want to have them do that, or even create them digitally, maybe in a Google Doc. Or you can have students teach mini lessons on their favorite slang words or idioms. So maybe you can have a list of idioms out there and have kids sign up for certain ones that they can actually teach mini lessons about. And also encourage students to create skits or role plays that incorporate slang and idiomatic expressions. This allows them to get creative and to engage in that kinesthetic aspect of learning. Are you ready to transform your language teaching and create an immersive, engaging learning experience for your students? Join me for the CI Summer Camp, a 10-part webinar series that will equip you with proven strategies and techniques to unlock the power of comprehensible input. Together, we'll revolutionize your classroom and inspire your students to fall in love with language learning. Don't miss this opportunity to take your teaching to the next level. Enroll now at mm.us/summercamp and let's embark on this exciting journey together. Your students deserve the best, and it starts with you. Our last strategy is to provide authentic practice opportunities for your students. So have students write stories or dialogues that include slang and idioms. This can be worked into your weekly quick writes and have them target specific idioms or slang expressions. You could also have them target them during your story asking activities so they can try to incorporate them and give extra points to kids who can get them into the stories. You can also create a slang and idiom cafe where students can practice using the language in a relaxed setting. So you can set up a group of tables or desks in different areas and have kids bring maybe some snacks and some drinks, and they can just talk using these idioms. And lastly, encourage students to use the slang and idioms in their everyday conversations with each other. As you all know, I use Class Dojo to give class participation points, and you can award bonus points for them using these idioms or slang expressions in their everyday usage of the language. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more game-changing teaching tips. Now, I know you're probably thirsty for more knowledge, so go ahead and click on one of the 2 videos YouTube has handpicked just for you. Trust me, you won't regret it. And remember, keep crushing it in the classroom. Happy comprehensible input.